So hello and welcome, great to have you here and welcome to this week's coffee review. So I was doing some filming around London and I happened to be in the Piccadilly area and I thought, I wonder what it's like having a coffee down a posh place. So you'll know as well as I do that if you're a regular follower of the channel that we go to Burlington Arcade quite a bit, especially around Christmas because they have fantastic Christmas decorations up, and then also during the summer they've normally got something going on, the carpet's out. Last year they had a whole mixture of sports and they had different things hanging from the ceiling and an amazing carpet. And I've always walked past the coffee shops and there's always like a couple of tables that unbelievably, because I'm late in the evening, it's about 5 o'clock in the evening, there's actually a table free. So popped in, got a coffee. Now this place is called Noxy and you've seen that the coffee unfortunately is in a paper cup, but then again you're in central London, you're in Piccadilly, and I'm guessing that actually if you had a normal cup then it would probably disappear quite quickly. But let's have a look and see what a coffee tastes like. Now, what I'm really surprised about is the fact that I've got a decent sized cup of coffee, but the decent sized cup of coffee is, well, probably below London average prices. Normally, up in London, I pay somewhere between, I don't know, £3.50, £4 for a cup of coffee. Here, black Americano, as normal, so, you know, no messing with the taste or anything else like that when we do the taste test, which we will do in a minute. £3.30. Now they've got the whole mixture of stuff in here as well. They've got your matchas, they've got your cappuccinos, so anything you fancy, you've got that there. As I said, as far as seating is concerned, they've got two very small tables with two chairs, and on the inside they've got a sort of a sofa area where, interestingly enough, some it girls, because they were pretending to be posh and rather moody and all the rest of it whilst they were having their drink served. And to be quite honest, if I'd been in there, I'd probably have to bite my tongue. But you know what they're like. But anyway, they've got a sofa in there as well, so you can have your coffee in there. So I suppose the question is, what is the coffee like? Now, I did have a look and a little nosy on the shelf, and it's a blend. So what they've actually done is they put a sort of a selection of their different blends together to see, you know, to give them their signature blend, which is what they actually use. So it's a whole mix of stuff, including Guatemalan, Brazilian. I can't remember what the third one is, and to be quite honest, I can see it on the shelf, but my eyesight isn't that good. So anyway, let's go for a coffee taste and see if this is a great place to go. Now, if you're in the Piccadilly area, you've got choice. You know, you can go and have a coffee in Fortnum and Mason if you want. You've got Waterstone down the road. You've got all sorts of various places. And if you're on Bond Street itself, you've got Ralph's. Now, Ralph's is part of Ralph Lauren, and I know I've been past there before, and I've said to you, whatever you do, don't have a coffee there. It's not ropey, it's worse than that. It is pretty rubbish, so don't have a coffee there. And also, if I remember rightly, I think at Ralph's they charge you £6 for a cup of coffee. Yeah, so you definitely don't want to do that. And everyone's fighting for a seat out the front, and whilst there's lots of seats, literally you get up, someone comes in because it's opposite Cartier and it's also opposite Tiffany, everyone wants to go down there and have a coffee. So don't do that. Let's see if the coffee here is good and we can give you a recommendation. The only problem is you probably have to wait around to actually get a seat to actually do it, but then again you could go off and go and find a seat in the parks around the back of Piccadilly. So let's have a look and see what the coffee is like, shall we? So as I said, this is called Noxy, and I'm really pleased that they've actually got it written on the cup because that helps me remember. Actually written on my piece of paper as well, so just to make sure we got it. So there you go, that's Noxy there. Let's have a smell. Let's go for the aroma. Oh God, do you know what? I can smell chocolate. That is nice. That is a really, really nice smell. Now, it's been sitting here for about the last, I don't know, 5 minutes or so, and it's a chilly evening, so it's cooled down, but you've still got a really nice aroma coming off the top of that there, and the film sort of dissipated from the top of it. So, let's have a look, and let's have... Oh, that is a really, really nice smell. Right, okay, let's go for the acidity and the sweetness and see what that's like. Do you know what? That really is lovely. Yeah, that's good. That's really nice, actually. So, as far as the acidity is concerned, it's not too much, it's just about right. It's not on there where you, like some other coffees that we've had and we've reviewed on this channel before, where you're actually fighting for your tongue and trying to get the senses back in your tongue because it's so acidic. It makes you not want to have more. Actually, this is a really nice one. Yeah, I really like that, actually. It's a really nice blend, that. So, acidity, I'm going to give that a 4. Acidity, I'm going to give that a 4. We didn't score the aroma, did we? And apologies for the dodgy phone, because I'm sitting in the Burlington arcade, they have their own police force called the Beadles, and they were one of the first police forces in London, and they actually just go up and down literally this arcade. But if they see you filming on a proper camera, they'll probably be here like a shot and say, stop filming, because we don't want that. So anyway, let's go. The aroma is a really nice aroma. Do you know what? I'm going to give that a 4 as well. So without seeing if we can shake the table, let's go for a 4 on that one. Right, let's just finish off with the taste bit, which is the sweetness. And because the the acidity is a 4, you haven't got a fight there with the sweetness. So actually the sweetness just balances it out quite nicely. There's a very, very slight bit of sweetness there, but nothing that's overpowering. And for me, I don't like sugar in my coffee. I don't like an overly sweet coffee, but that is just absolutely bang on perfect. So do you know what? I'm going to give that a 4. Right, before we go on to the finish and the body, one thing I do want to say is a massive thank you to Neil. Now, what you'll probably see at the end of the video, and if you get a regular watch of the channel, you'll see it. You've got the Buy Me a Coffee QR code to help support the channel, and a big thank you to Neil, who a couple of videos ago, because we sort of batched these up and all the rest of it, bought me 3 coffees. So Neil, this one's on you. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it, and thanks for the support. And if you want to do that, just scan the QR code and you can buy me a coffee, and we'll give you a name check as well. So Neil Meads, thank you very much, my friend. Really appreciate it. I'm enjoying this coffee on you, which is lovely. Right, let's go for the body. Now, that is nice. All I would say, it's not the best body I've had. Metaphorically speaking and coffee speaking, definitely. Do you know what? It's a bit watery. So actually, as far as the body is concerned, I'm going to give that a 3. So that's going to get a 3 out of 5 on body on that one. So it hasn't quite got the consistency. But let's go for the finish. And that's a really, really lovely coffee, which does actually make you want to come back and have more and more samples of it. So that's a coffee I'm definitely going to enjoy. The finish, I'm going to give that a 4 without doubt. So a really, really nice coffee. So what does that give us overall? That gives us a 16 out of 25. Yep, a 16 out of 25 on that. Really nice coffee here at Noxy. That is really delicious. And I've got to say, my expectations were we were going to come down here, you know, it's a place which is sort of been set up, and it's here in the middle of Burlington Arcade. I expected it, 1, to be expensive, and 2, the coffee to be awful, purely because actually you've got so much passing trade, you don't really need to do it. But actually this is a place where they know their coffee, know what they're doing. So if you're in the Piccadilly area, it's Noxy. Once again, don't come down here because you're going to have the ambience of sitting around, because there's very few tables, so you're going to have to be really lucky on that one. But the coffee is excellent. So whatever you do, do not hit New Bond Street and Ralph's. Come down here to Noxy, come and support them. Also, the good thing is, I think they're open till 7 o'clock at night, which means if you fancy a late night coffee or a later night coffee, this place is open as well, so you can also take it away. And it's sort of sandwiched between Piccadilly Circus and Green Park Station, so it's almost opposite Fortnum & Mason. So it is really close. So that's Noxy over in Piccadilly. Right, thank you so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. 19 out of 25, let's give you an idea of the score there. Do you know what? That's not a bad score at all. I would say if it's about 17 and above, that's not a bad coffee. If it's in the 20s, it's pretty damn good. And the closer it is to 25, the better that coffee is. So actually getting a, what did I say, 19 out of 25 for a coffee here at Noxy, I think is a really good score. So really, really enjoyable. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to leave you with a coffee that I had recently. It's in a place called Elwyn. And I've got a funny feeling it might be one of our highest scoring coffees. Now don't forget, there's some places that we went to right at the beginning we haven't scored, and I'm going to have to go back, and it's going to be a real trial because some of the coffee was amazing, but I do need to go back and score it. But anyway, come and watch this one. It's in the top right hand corner, and it's Elwood, which is in Tottenham Court Road, just behind the Dominion Theatre, and another little hideaway here in London. Thanks for watching, catch you soon. I'm going to enjoy my coffee. Thanks, Noxy. Oh, lovely.